place where I'm at right now like that, God. And you don't even know that. You know what I mean? But I'm just letting you know now, while we alive right here, like, yo, B, it's like, it was, yo, I learned from you too. I learned from you, bro.
Thank you.
You know what I mean? So I just want you to know that shit. Like, yo, come on, man. Like I said, the chemistry was off top. It was just like, yeah. And then when we really got to really like go in and see how this shit felt, come on, man. You know how it was. It was easy after that. It was easy. You know what I mean? We went to Barbados, got kicked out of Barbados, slid to Miami to go finish this shit. You know what I mean? It was real though, B. We got a journey and we got a story.
You sparked that whole wanna go somewhere shit though. That was your request. You was like,
because I seen a Fly Bro show. I seen this Fly Bro show one time. And the shit was like, yo, I don't know where the fuck I was at. I seen the bro show and this shit was like Royal Pavilion, but the sun was out. Like the sun shit. Yo, the name alone sounded fly, and those are the same motherfuckers that wind up kicking us out. You know what I'm saying?
Because we was caring about the workers.
But you know how law work? You know how law work? Because we had to get kicked out. Because after we got kicked out and we seen what was going on in Miami, yo, motherfuckers was dropping like like boxes of fucking like 500,000 in the water, just popping up on the water just for no reason.
Yeah, we used to
remember that shit
and all that. Yeah,
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 coke and everything.
Shit. Cartel
yeah,
shit still going on.
Yeah. This shit, let me tell you something. When we got there, it was Scarface for real. It was Scarface out there for real. And that's where them darts was coming. Them darts. I seen Hawaiian shirts and all that shit.
Hey, yo, what's our favorite hotel that we wrote them rhymes in? What was our favorite?
The Pelican Hotel. We was in the Pelican.
Fucking
Pelican. The Pelican, nigga. Like on the fucking second, I think it's the second floor, third floor. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Every day. Writing. Every day. Looking out the shit. All you see is people on skates and you see the beach right there in the front. We were just going in every day.
Niggas is going to talk to the water. We saw the water. That's what.
Yeah.
You know, see, niggas don't know, man. When you said we so futuristic, I don't even think we knew we was as futuristic as we was, but we knew we was futuristic. And it's like to sit here 25 years later and know that niggas look at this fucking album as a monument in hip hop, like how we look at the Great Adventures of Slick Rick. We look at Paid in Full. We look at PW, you know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I can't believe we in that box. Because we always wanted to be in that box.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? And I know that it was a lot of tough niggas out there rhyming that we felt like was the competitive niggas. And we knew that with this album, we had to put in work.
Oh, we was coming for blood.
We was coming for blood. Yo.
We was coming for blood.
Yo.
From day one, we was coming for blood.
When you was writing, right? When you was writing those rhymes, right? Because it's like, I really take that album like I take the album like a Godfather album. You know that. And you was my underboss that, yo, if anything happened to me, you got it. You gonna make sure everything is right. You gonna force everything. So my thing is like when you started writing criminology and all those type of verses, what the fuck was you thinking about right there? What was going on?
Beat, bro. It was the frame of mind. Listen. That was like I was 25.
25.
So you know when you're 25, you in your prime.
Yeah, you prime.
It's like you in your prime right there. In them running around live niggas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. It's like you're around live niggas. I'm still getting my feet wet in the other game over there. So it's like I got rap and I got that. You couldn't tell me shit. You couldn't tell me shit. So it's like, yo, and I'm feeling like 25. That's what it was. Do what the fuck you want to do. Damn. So my mind, your mind is open at that time. Because remember, the 95, being 25 and 95 might have been the livest 25 ever.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Around in there like that. Because remember, the wave that was going on. You know what I mean? Even with R&B, shit was crazy. Monifa, all that fly shit in there, Mary, it was like, you got that with this type of rap.
Yeah.
You had Snoop, Mobb Deep, Nas, Biggie. Yo, man. You had Buster, everybody.
That was the difference. It was.
That was. Yeah, and you know what kept me going in that shit? Because every time I would hear from one of them dudes, it'd make me want to write.
Right.
It made me want to write.
Right.
You know what I mean? Now I'm kind of lost. You know what I mean? But it made me want to write. Like, yo, go get that pen right now. You know what I mean? And do it. And I'm still in the streets.
Right.
I'm still in the corner. I'm still drinking 40s and shit. You know what I mean? We still getting it in. Yeah. Doing what the fuck you doing and shit. Yeah. And that's what that album was right there. That my verses came out like that.
So
I was seeing shit.
So you was watching what was going on and just loving the moment of what we had, what we was creating, and felt like, yo, these niggas is doing it, so we gotta do it. You always took it like that. To me, I tell niggas all the time, like,
yeah, man.
I tell niggas all the time, when me and you make albums and records, it's like going to school together. I don't look at it like we just up in there rhyming. I look at it like you be like, yo, man, let's sit down. Let's grab your book, grab your pen. Like, you put me in
this shit. It's work.
That's how we did Cuban Linx. It was really like homework to you, Lord.
Exactly.
It was real homework. You wanted to make sure that we get what we need to get.
We wanted to make sure every record on that album could be a single.
Right.
You remember that?
Right.
Right? We didn't want no fillers. Right. We didn't want no fillers. Oh, yeah, this is a joint. Just throw it on now. If it don't sound fire, like it could pass for, even if it was a street single, like, you know, it gotta go for a single. I don't give a how hard it was. It gotta pass for it. And the beats, we picked them shits out like we was picking out leather.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Shit
was like, everything was like hand-picked, finally stitched. Like, yo, no, we don't want that one.
Yeah.
What's up with that one?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's up with that one? We need that right there. Put that in there. All right, yo, what else? We try to, whatever RZA played, he had in that fucking box. We try to make sure we the first niggas to grab that shit.
That bag. That's right.
Get that. And then we gonna go with a bag of candy. We took that bag of candy out to fucking Miami.
They had a super big grab bag. You know what I mean?
Oh, no doubt.
No doubt.
But and that's how you got the link. Yeah.
Just to know that, you know what I mean? I was making my album and I was like, yo, I got my nigga on it with me. He gonna rag it with me. We gonna just have fun on it. Guest starring Tony Starks. I always look at Iron Man was a part of that whole Cuban Linx movement that we was creating. Because a lot of these rhymes was like in the mix of all those things too. Right? So we was working on 2 albums really at one time. Wasn't really how that worked?
Yeah, nah, because the vibe, we was in. We was going in. It was like by the time we got the Iron Man, we were just coming off of Cuban.
Right, yeah.
We was coming off of Cuban, but we was still there though.
Right.
But I remember doing Iron. The only difference between Iron, I ain't have as much fun I had on Iron that I had with Cuban.
Right.
You know what I mean? Right. Because that's when I found out I was a diabetic and all that shit. And this shit was like, it was kind of dark. It was kind of dark for me. It was kind of dark, a dark. And that's how it gets. That's why, to me, the feel on Iron Man is way more darker than whatchamacallit. But then when I got back to Preem, it was more lit for me.
Right.
You know what I mean? A little bit. You know what I mean? As far as like, okay. But it was a season. It was a season. That was it. You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, bro.
I mean, shit.
Put hand in hand, though.
I just look at it like the pen was just, you was just going off, my nigga. Like, yo, for real. And I always told you this. You was my favorite rapper then, and still my favorite rapper today. Because I know the potential that's inside you, nigga. That I know how you get down. So it's like, you my favorite rapper. I tell you that all the time. Like, when it comes to colorful shit, you know, I got all that colorful shit. Yeah. But you don't understand, man. That's the element that you put me in. You dragged me in there like that. Like, you know what I mean? It was like I had whatever I had, but I wouldn't have had what I have now if it wasn't like for you. Right.
You see what I'm saying? If it wasn't from you, like, you know, for you, it was like you helped put me in a certain space like that. Like, being around you made me see a lot of other shit. You know what I mean? Shit that I didn't even really know. Even out from clothing, to just slang, you know what I mean? To even just how to rap, just all that shit. But like I said, I analyzed shit, and I had to get ahead and point it my way. Like, okay, I'm gonna take this. Like I took shit from Just, Dirt, from everybody in the clan.
That's right.
But me and you was like peanut butter and jelly.
Right.
You know what I mean? So it was like, okay, I could get ahead, and that's it, because it's like, even if I was from your project, I tell niggas, if I was from your project, I can see myself fucking with you.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
Likewise.
Hanging with you, get money. Like, yeah, all right, because we see the same shit. You know what I mean? So that's how it go.
Nah, my nigga, yo. At the end of the day,
yeah, but the links,
vice versa, man, vice versa. You know, I just feel like you have a lot to do with that whole movement of me creating that album and really seeing my vision and really just backing me up. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why it's so important for I and Team. Like how we say in the street, like, yo, you could be a nigga with the brains, but you gotta have a nigga around that could, you know, hold it up for you and make sure that niggas don't touch it. And that's right. The vision that I caught from you. Like, you was letting everybody know, like, yo, my nigga gonna speak, and anybody got something to say, y'all gonna deal with me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no doubt.
Me feel good, some super fly shit.
No doubt, yeah, man. No doubt.
Nigga, I ain't run on you.
Yeah.
I ain't run, nigga.
No, because like I said, we out there. B.
That's
you know.
Was to me, man.
You know, we down there in the state. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's all good, man. You know what it is, because once I love, man, I love you. I love you. You know what I mean? I don't play that fake love shit. I don't play the love with the UV, nigga. You know what I mean?
I know.
So you know that already. You know what I mean? So everything is just straightforward and shit. And then once a nigga try to play you, you know how it is with me. I'm a Taurus the bull, man. I don't trust you no more.
That's right.
You know what I mean? It's hard to forgive. But our shit was just like, yo, like I said, it was genuine. And yo, B, I learned a lot, man. Writing that shit, yo, those are the best times of my life, waking up writing that shit, B.
Shit like
yeah,
that,
we had.
right?
Remember, we was in the
Pelican. We used to get up early, like,
we getting up early, just grabbing your shit. You up there lighting the bones up and shit. I might have drunk. I think I was drinking Heineken's back then and all that shit.
Nigga,
yeah, man.
Yeah, nigga, we still drinking beers and all that. You know what I mean?
Man.
Drinking beers and shit, smoking joints. You
give me 240 ounces.
Take a pull of a joint. You smoke a joint with me. You know what I mean?
Right, hell yeah.
Wow.
You know what I mean? I remember you give me 240s and I'm in.
Yeah, that was the shit.
Bingo.
Yeah.
Valentine Ale, nigga.
Valentine's.
Two Valentines and I'm wired. Like, yeah, all right, cool.
Hey, yo, listen, you know I tell niggas all the time, you was the first one to wear the Jesus piece, right? I remember that day clear as day, like...
Come on, baby. We got Jesus pieces, robes, bracelets. You know what I mean? Like, we was going in on robes and all that shit. Yeah, man.
I remember.
It was like, yo, because you know why? It was the vision. It was the vision. I had a vision at 25, right?
Yeah.
It was the vision. Remember when I was in the whip and we was doing the skits and I'm like, yo, kill him this it's gonna be dripping like marble cake. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Those Clark Wizard shit.
Yeah. Come on, baby.
Shit. Hey, yo,
man.
Niggas how important shoes is back. How shoes was back to us back then, nigga.
Oh, yo, listen.
They still important. Niggas tear up.
Yeah. But yo, especially Clarks, B, because it's something like a pair of Clarks back then. The ones that was made they got them shits made in China now. You know what I mean? Those are the whack joints.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially
it was like this shit from England. The Clarks from England. You know what I mean?
The UK, yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The shit, the gummy on it was right.
Yo,
the gummy on it was right.
Boy, how much you spent though? How much you spent?
Man, Clarks.
I want to know how much you had.
Man, what we had? I had probably like 500 pairs on the album cover. Yeah. Fucking on the Iron Man album cover.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah, but then they started making them. They started making them whack though. Started making them whack. You know what I mean? The fucking shit start leaning on you and shit after you wear them like 2 times. What the fuck is this? Nah, that ain't cool. That ain't cool. Yeah, you see niggas with bent up Clarks before, right?
Huh?
You see niggas with bent up clocks before.
Oh, hell yeah. But niggas rock them with high socks and all that shit. Like,
yeah, yo,
niggas
bent clocks,
you know
yo, definitely.
Fighting style. That's, hey.
But dipping them was an experiment though. Like, you know what I mean? I took him to my Chinese man one time, shoemaker. His nigga name was Kim. Kim. Yeah, no doubt. Chinese nigga, yeah. Yo, yeah.
He take the shoes.
Exactly. Trusting him. Took him with suede pants. Niggas start dipping them like, yo, I want this color. I want to split down the middle. See if you could do this for me. He started doing that, and then, yo, he had crayon colors. Yeah. You know what I mean? Just going in.
What made you want to split them? What was going through your mind?
Because it's like, it was division.
We saw some different colors.
It was division. Remember I told you I had it dripping like marble cake. It was division.
Right.
It was division.
Right, baby. Right.
Yeah, it was there. That was it. I just wanted to go ahead. And plus, you know, you had robes doing like this. Like, yo, if I put the robe with this, or I put that silk, that heaven and hell silk with this.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Come on, man. And it was 95. It was like, yo, shit was like, you do what you want to do.
Yo,
how much money you don't fucking spend?
It's crazy, my nigga.
Yeah, man.
Shout out Michael Rappaport, man. He up in here with us.
Mike. Yo, I love Mike.
Out heavy,
I love Mike. Yo, Mike keep it 100.
He keep
it 100. Yeah, no doubt. I'm with you. I'll check you every day, Mike. Yeah, man.
But yo, yeah, man. I mean, yo, just you know, when I look at rap niggas, I don't look at a lot of niggas that bring a lot of shit to the table, and I think that you brought a lot of shit to the table when you went and threw that shit on your wrist. I mean, the eagle itself, my nigga, it was next level shit, because I was there when you bought it, nigga. You know what I mean? I tell the world today, nigga, my nigga spent over $250, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I
that
was
Wonder Woman.
What made you just say, yo, I need this piece?
Cause, man, it was like, I don't know, it was like, I know what it was, because I got the vision from way I was looking up in the hill back in the days, B, and I'm seeing Dusty walk around with just crazy big shit on, you know what I mean? Eagles hanging down on his dick and all that shit.
Yeah,
it was like, yo, I wanted to fuck around. I wanted a bangle. I wanted a Shazam bangle. You know what I mean? They wanted to just put a fucking bird on that shit, throw in a fucking cape, throw in a robe and shit, some nice clocks, and just be free.
Be free.
You know what I mean? And paint that picture.
Pretty as a
and paint that picture, B.
I remember you used to tell me, like, yo, Chef, the shit is so heavy, my nigga, it hurt. It hurt my wrist. That's the only thing
it was heavy.
I was mad about when you went to the jeweler, because he made it. You told him what you wanted, but he didn't make it comfortable. He just made gold. Yeah. You kept telling him gold, like gold.
Yeah.
All this shit got all 14.
It's like you walking around with a kilo of gold on your arm, just walking around with the shit.
That shit hurt.
Yeah, I forgot how many pounds that shit was, but it's like, yo, yeah. Then the eagle is like, it's big. It's like, yeah, exactly. So it's fucking that bone up right there. Like, yo, son. But it was dope, though. It was, yo, I'm telling you.
That bone up.
Yeah, hell yeah. But yeah, B. Yo, those are the days, bro.
Wow.
But yo, man, 25 years, bro. 25 years.
We still here, nigga.
To still be here like that and to still be doing it.
We ain't aged, nigga. We look the same.
And to still play ball. To still play ball with these little niggas to do with that. It's like, yo, what? I don't give a fuck. It's like
I pull a switchblade out on one of y'all.
Come on, man.
Come here, little nigga. I'm gonna cut.
It's like little niggas trying to play ball with Jordan, and them and Jordan still bust niggas' ass. You know what I mean?
Still laughing, right? But
man.
I know niggas.
But that's good though.
They love us.
No, hell no, I'm not done. No, just no, hell no.
Yeah.
It's like I love all them little niggas out there.
Yeah,
I'm glad for them. I'm glad for them because you know why? Because they getting money. They getting money. You know what I mean?
Money, word up.
You know what I mean? Black, as a young black man, whatever, you know, it's like, yo, they just doing what they gotta do to feed their families, right? And I'm loving it right now. I'm in the mix of, I'm loving all that shit.
That's right, me too.
You know what I mean?
I mean, that's the most important thing. That's what
that's our future.
We stepped in it
for. That's our future. That's our future.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like, yo, I looked up the fucking Kool Herc and Grandmaster Caz and, you know what I mean? All the ones that came before us. All the, that's why it's important.
Those the lottery winners right there, because they open it up they open the floodgates up. You know what I mean? When you think of Caz and all of them, like, we know Caz. I know Caz personally, and it's like, every time I see him, it's like, oh shit, you was the nigga that took the first dive in the pool, you know what I mean?
Exactly, yeah.
And he loved niggas, like, he always tell us, man, like, yo, man, I love you, man. I love you and Ghost, what y'all did, man. You know what I'm saying? But, yo, you know we got Cap out there, man. Cap on the gram ski with us.
Cap, shout out to Chad. Big Don, that's the Poppy Wardrobe. Poppy Wardrobe came right there. You know what I mean?
Wardrobe came through on the album.
Rebel Lioness.
You know Killah. Poppy came through on the album.
Jamel Reef. Huh?
I said, you know Cap came through on the album viciously.
Oh, yeah, definitely. He came
out.
Through and sealed ice cream real quick.
Sealed it, right?
Yeah, he sealed that. He put the seal on it.
And he got on Iron Man and
come on, man.
And got on Daytona.
Let me tell you something, man. I knew when we came through that we was gonna make a lot of noise.
Right.
I knew that we was gonna take a lot of heads. I just ain't know how big that it'd get.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's like you pouring a can of ginger ale in the cup and that shit bubble over the top. You know what I mean? But you're going for a little bit of this shit and the shit just bubble. You know what I mean? And that's the shit that happened. You know, but I knew that we was coming though.
Right.
I knew that. I felt it in my bones. Like, yo, it's about to be, because I'm surrounded by like the nastiest niggas in the world.
That's right.
I'm surrounded by, when I'm looking at deck, I'm like, oh shit, this nigga's, what? Then I see Meth with all these styles and shit. Then I see RZA being a doctor, and I mean a scientist, Genius being a doctor. It's like Dirty over here, just like everything you want to be all in one.
Super friends.
You know what I mean? Word. Then you got Jamel, a silent killer over here. Then you got Cap on some. It's like it was too much.
Yeah.
It was too much.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's how I knew. Yeah, that's how I knew, B. And then even on the links, brothers showed out. They came up and showed out on them.
Oh, niggas, let me tell you something. Them niggas was like, they fell right in pocket. Like, niggas came with the names and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? You know when we started that shit up, you know what I mean? Calling ourselves different aliases. You know, yo, Lewis Rich. Yo, that's Tony Stark.
You the one that threw that in the air. You the one that started that shit.
Yeah.
You was on there real live, Gambino.
I just felt like we were stepping somewhere else, like.
Yeah, the mafia shit. You know, back then, Allen was on some Paulie fucking Gotti shit on Staten Island.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? But then we loved the flicks though.
They killed
a lot of Jews came from the go.
They killed Castellano around that time.
Yeah, outside of Paulie Steakhouse. What do you say? What Genius? What Genius say?
Sparks
Steakhouse. Yeah, all that shit.
All that shit was going on, right?
Yeah, yup, exactly.
Yeah, rest in peace, Paul, man.
Yeah, no doubt.
And Gotti died, rest in peace.
It was real shit.
All
man.
All principle shit.
That was the funnest time I had in my life, bro.
Nah, yo.
You know what I mean? Source Awards.
Listen, you in the perfect.
Remember the Source Awards? Remember that, right?
Oh, of course.
Yo, not for nothing. My man still got like 2 burners from that same night, the same joints. Yo, same joints, the same joints.
Smoking weed in
25-year-old biscuits, right? Baby.
Huh?
25-year-old biscuits. 25-year-old biscuits. Hell yeah.
We was burning branches in there, right? In the Source Awards, right?
Nigga, we was all blacked down. We had like the whole island in there.
Yeah, the whole island.
Yeah, ready to wreck something.
Yeah, exactly.
Ready to wreck something. Yeah, man.
It was a tense night that night. Word.
It was real tense.
Yeah.
It was real tense. Yup. Yeah. And then we slid off to the tunnel. I think we went to the tunnel after that, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, man.
Those was the roaring 90s, man. Like, I tell niggas all the time, like, yo, back then, every borough was going hard with whoever was they lead niggas out there. So you had Yonkers niggas coming, You had the Bronx nigga, Joe, Cam and them niggas in Harlem, you know, Big and them in Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Nas and them in Queens, Nori and them, CNN. It's like, yo,
shit was in there. It was in the building.
It was a monster time. So you had to really represent when you go out. And I remember we had so many niggas, man, 500, 300, 400 niggas, all right next to us. Right. It was a different time, man.
It was crazy in there. It was, like you said, it was crazy tense. You ain't know where it was coming from. You just had to just be quiet and just look.
And just look. And see, around that time, too, it was like the music, R&B music was just as strong as hip-hop music. Like, niggas was coming out the woodwork, sports. You see Shaq and Jordan, all these niggas. They names is coming up. So it's like 95 was really special, my nigga. That around that time, a lot of niggas was making their bones. So, you know, it just feel good to know that we did our thing back then, and niggas still celebrating it 25 years later like a Marvin Gaye album. So
true indeed. It's one of those.
Moment, you know?
Just throw that shit in. That's real as shit, bro.
You know I'm throwing on. I gotta throw it on later, though.
Yeah, got you. Yeah, hell yeah. Cuban, baby. This is no 20, 25. Yo, brothers don't get to get 25 years in nothing, man.
That's right.
Wow. Not even in your relationship with your girl.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The game. We married to the game, bro.
Wow.
25 plus in there. Come here. Got the game under the arm. You know what I mean? It's like, yo,
it's hard,
I see couples on the street. I see old ladies. I'm like, yo, how the hell you and your man do like 60 years like that? You know what I mean? Walking down the aisle in the grocery store and shit. You know what I mean? That's what inspired me. I'd be like, yo, man, that's the shit right there you supposed to have, B.
That's the shit you
That's real love. That's real love.
You gotta
know what I mean?
On it. You gotta...
It's like, yo, one of them die. The other one liable to die like 2 days later.
They ain't gonna be the same, right?
Yeah, yo, because you know what? That's when you really call dying of a broken heart.
Yeah.
You separate from like that. Something that you truly love. Like, you could actually die from a broken fucking heart.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I said, we married to the game, and you know, I don't know. You know what I mean? But yeah, but this how deep it go, bro. Word, B. But I love you though, you heard?
I love you too, gangster the gangster.
Word. We got more shit we gotta dish out. We got more shit. We gotta conquer a lot of shit. You know what I mean? I love what's going on right now. Like, you know, I know we done started a lot of shit. A lot of Wu babies is out there. You know what I mean? But I love the newer generation. Little baby, the baby.
Wait till they see that documentary, though. Wait till they see how we went off on that documentary that we got coming up, the Perpetrate Files.
That's right. We got to put that out, bro.
Yeah, you know, we about now. We're about 83% up. We're about 83% there. You know what I mean? Yeah. Editing room right now. But yo, just the shit that we was talking about and all the shit that niggas is gonna learn from us through that.
Yeah.
I want niggas to see that, man. But yeah, man, yo, man, me and you, man. Wherever you go, nigga, I go with you.
Already know.
You know what I mean?
That's how it go. That's how it go.
You still shining, and
yeah, man.
Game is just incredible as usual.